Jim here from the Green Dream Project. Basically, where I'm out here today with Grace and Peter, we're going to do some measurements out here. Basically, I just want to mark out about where we're going to be putting our trailers. So that's something I want to figure out. Plus, I'm going to get on top of the shipping container there, and I just want to check the leveling to see if there's any kind of tilts going on where the water's going to flow naturally up there. Want to get a good idea of the water flow up there. So come check it out as we take those measurements. There's Peter and Grace. Looks like they might be doing some rock collecting. Checking out some of the rocks that might have been dug up when we had the land tested for septic capabilities. There is a very specific way I'm looking to orient these trailers out here. And I want them going across this way from the shipping container. I want the trailers faced this way in a east-west orientation so that the smaller sides are facing the west side and that the longer sides are facing the south side. And that should help keep the trailers just a little bit cooler naturally, just from the orientation and the way the sun moves around those trailers. I'm going to take this measuring wheel and I'm just going to kind of get I know the size of the trailers, and basically I'm just going to go out and just kind of mark these, put these flags around about where we're going to put these trailers. I'm going to plant the first one right over here. And this is going to be the corner of the first trailer we put out here. And I want it maybe 5-6 feet out from the shipping container, but also a little bit east of it as well, just to give us some room should we need to fit anything through this space right here. Any kind of vehicles or whatnot, just to give us some ample room and to give a little bit of room just for getting those trailers in and out of here. Well, in here. I don't know if we're going to be bringing them out anytime soon. Hopefully not. Hopefully once they get in there, they're there for a while. Alright, now I'm going to take some measurements from this corner and I should be able to plot these things out. I might want to extend this out. That might make it a little easier to measure. Just going to go about 10 feet, which is greater than the width of the trailers by I think a couple feet. Alright, now that I got my first two flags up, I'm going to head in the easterly direction and just start marking these off. I don't know if you can see them out there, but Peter and Grace are way out there in those thorny bushes. Looks like they might be on a scavenger hunt of some sort. I know they got an interest in the rocks out here, but we definitely got some cool ones. Just thinking about how many flags I need to put across this side. Just want to carry a few with me. I don't want to carry the whole pack of 100. Be a good name for a trailer alley. Helps get a little visual on that, huh?
Yeah, looks like a long ways, doesn't it? Good boy. Some water.
He didn't really want to get out of that car, did he?
No. It's too foreign out here.
So this is the approximate areas where we're going to be putting those trailers. And I was thinking another reason that it'll be good to put the trailers down this direction is because with the trailers and the shipping containers, those are going to act as a couple of fences already to protect the garden, which we're going to put over in this section. One of the next projects we're going to be working on soon is gray water for the trailers, because we want all the dishwater that we use, shower water, we want to funnel that into a little mulch bed system going across the trailers, and then maybe taking a little turn, funneling at the end into a mulch pit. That's one of our ideas we're working on. Okay, so now that we got the markers all laid out where the trailers are gonna go, last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get on top of the shipping container here and just see how level it is, and just see if the water's gonna flow in any particular direction the way it's sitting right now. Alright, I'm gonna head up top. So I'm going to start here, measuring along the south edge. Just a couple of spots. It's fairly level, but it looks like there's a slight dip going down this way toward the west end. I'm going to measure a few spots along this edge. Notice this little dip right in here, which is something we're going to want to be aware of, but I don't think it's too much of a cause for concern. But you can see there's going to be a little bit of pull up of water right here. I don't think that should be too much of an issue. I'll just measure a few spots along the eastern edge. So all in all, I think things are looking pretty level up here. If anything, I think there is a slight slope of water going to the southwest edge. Then we'll get some footage spying on Grace.
Devil's horn.
Starting another collection?
Well, a friend made a devil's horn dream catcher. I'm wondering if you catch dreams with that, would they be nightmares?
You gonna make your own dream catcher?
Maybe. There's not quite enough of them yet. So is this the length of your trailer? Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Is it shorter than you were expecting or longer?
It looks longer.
Well, the length of 3
20.
trailers plus we were thinking about maybe 10 feet
Between
in
them?
between.
Yeah, if you want to move one.
Well, that still might be a little tight if you wanted to move one. I'm not sure if you'd be able to get something in there with 10 feet. But I can figure 10 feet might give a little room for maneuvering things in between or whatnot. So this should probably...
If you had to move one, let's say your air conditioner goes out and you need to have it go in for service. You know, you might want to be able to move it.
Yeah. Or call Bob. Have Bob come out.
Yes. Yeah, I'm happy. Can you fix this?
I might put that into the
Look how
garden.
the soil is underneath it.
Yeah. Yeah, you could tell that, oh yeah, look at that. There's even little bugs under there.
Yep.
A little bit of soil life underneath the cow pies.
It's a delicacy, doggy. Don't get in the habit of eating it, though.
Man, you could just tell underneath these cow pies just a little extra moisture being kept under there. All kinds of soil life. That little bug right there doesn't seem too happy about being uncovered. Maybe I'll put that little thing back over him. Tuck him back in for the night.
Were you limping? Huh? Did you have something in your foot? Yes, little corn.
That's going to be a common malady when we get out here, eh?
Yeah. I have doggy boots.
Does Crew have doggy boots?
He doesn't really get thorns in his foot as much as they do. He's immune.
Thicker paws.
You need gloves. You need a shovel.
How would Crew handle the doggy boots?
Probably rip them
So
off.
where's the garden? Is that going to be the garden? On that way?
Just on, to the south of the trailers and east of the shipping container.
So,
Yep. Oh, a neighbor.
go now. Coming in?
Nah, gate's closed.
Through here, right?
No. It'll still be further out. Further, closer. A lot closer. Because you want your garden to be zone 1.
So that can't be going on?
Be a little far for zone 1. Probably a good zone 2.
Okay. So maybe the easiest thing to do then would be to dig up some of that good dirt and move it over. And then mix it with the compost.
Now, why would you do that?
Because you don't have a garden there and the soil's real good.
It is good. But that could be good tree growing soil.
So you want trees out that. Where's the end? Is there going to be 4 zones?
Maybe even 5. Could have 5 out here. And the zones might change a little bit because right now I'm thinking our zones in reference to where we have the trailers. Because we're going to be growing, we're going to be growing our food and water. And we'll have our water right in this area. But once we start planning where the community center is going to be, and then eventually the house is, all that's going to change.
Yeah.
But I don't think the soil out here is I don't think, this isn't even bad soil itself right here. The worst soil is probably the stuff that's out by those bushes.
I got a thorn
In your paw.
Actually, it was in my leg.
You need some bushwhacking pants.
Yeah.
I have, but I never
And I was thinking, it's not even a bad idea that we're putting the garden over here, and we can even just improve the soil quality right in this area just from the act of gardening.
Yeah.
And then we can use the better soil a little further out, because then we won't need quite as much attention to it. So that might be a good spot for doing trees. He agrees. That get into the shoe or go through the shoe? Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It was,
Into your foot? They go into your foot?
yeah.
Jeez.
See, that's what Bob said.
Look at that. It's dangerous.
It's a ninja spike. Ninja star.